Hey guys, Nuan here with Movie Slinger Reviews, and today we're gonna talk about Us. The movie is written and directed by Jordan Peele. It follows the story of Adelaide, played by Lupita Nyong'o, and Gabe, played by Winston Duke. Two parents who are taking their kids on vacation. Gabe wants to take the kids to the beach, but Adelaide doesn't want to since she had a bad experience on the beach as a kid. But Gabe manages to convince her it'll be fun, so they go to the beach. The little boy sees this creepy dude hanging around. There's a few signs that foreshadow things to come and that things will get weird. They come back to their beach house and are about to settle into their beds for a good night's sleep when they notice there's a strange family standing in the driveway. I wonder what they want. It doesn't take long for Gabe and Adelaide to realize that the creepy family are their evil doppelgangers. Now, I'm not going to talk a lot about the how and why these events are taking place. The why is incredibly fascinating. It says a lot about American society, their culture, the people, and how they are governed. A different director could have spent 2 hours explaining the backstory and delving into the how and why. And in the process, they would have lost sight of something that is even more intriguing, which is, now that these events are set in motion, what does it mean for the characters caught up in it? And that's precisely the part Jordan Peele is interested in exploring. When the family sees their shadowy selves for the first time, the director focuses on their reactions as much as on the doppelgangers. What's scarier than the creepy imagery is that deeply unsettling feeling you get when you notice someone who looks identical to you. Has that ever happened to you? When you're out on the street and you see someone like you and for a few seconds you freak out. Then you realize they look different and you calm down. But in this movie, they continue to look like you. Lupita Nyong'o is amazing in the lead role. Adelaide is very protective of her kids. She's the one who starts to notice some odd things happening around them, and the director uses her reactions to build up a feeling of growing unease and dread. She's dealing with some personal demons, and I guess seeing your evil doppelganger is the ultimate personification of your fears. I loved Winston Duke in this movie. He's sort of the comic relief. The scene where he goes to confront the family on the driveway was hilarious as much as it was suspenseful. Jordan Peele knows how to walk that fine line between horror and comedy. If you've seen his Key and Peele stuff, you know what I mean. It's nice to know he hasn't lost sight of his comedic sensibilities. The two kids are great and the family members have good chemistry. You can see it during their drive to the beach as they listen to music. Speaking of music, the main theme by Michael Abels fits the movie really well. There's also some 90s hip-hop which I really enjoyed. There's an NWA song which is used at one point to great comedic effect. The doppelgangers are quite interesting too. They all mirror the real family. Gabe is big and strong, and so is his doppelganger. The teenage girl talks about running as an athlete, and her shadow can run real fast too. And the way they communicate is really cool, and if you paid attention to their communications, you'd probably notice a big plot twist coming a mile away. The sequences where the shadow family stalks the real family are shot really well. The cinematography and editing is amazing, and it really shines during the heart-pounding final confrontation between Adelaide and her shadow. My only minor nitpick about the movie is this. I talked about the why. The how is something that will quickly fall apart if you try to work out the logistics of it. So that's the only aspect that makes it difficult. Not impossible, but difficult to suspend your disbelief. So when you watch this movie, don't dwell on the how and why, just go along for the ride. Conclusion: the performances are great and it's an insanely original story that only Jordan Peele can come up with. He's also building a reputation for being a master of suspense. It reminds me a lot of M. Night Shyamalan sometimes. It's got horror, it's got comedy, and it's incredibly entertaining. I really enjoy this movie, and I have to say I can recommend you watching this in theaters right now. Go with a bunch of friends too, because even though it looks like a horror movie, it's so fun to watch these families fight. When you watch Key and Peele shorts, it seems like Jordan Peele always had these wacky ideas, but he was constrained by the medium he was working in. Now he's free to really go crazy, and I can't wait to see what he does next. So there you have it. Have you guys watched Us yet? And what did you think about it? Please leave your thoughts in the comments below, and don't forget to like and subscribe. Movie Slinger out.